Hi, everybody. We're going live. I gotta get the other camera set up. We're gonna go through the sketchbook here. I'm gonna figure out how to get this camera at a better angle so that way you guys can see things better. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what I can do. Sorry about that. God, can I get TikTok on here? Hang on. We're gonna shoot. Let's just know. Is this better? I feel like that's even worse. It's so close up. Why is it so close up? I have another stand, so I might go and get that. Go live. Oh wait, can I turn this around? Can I turn it? From my date of birth. June. That time. Next. Oh, what? Which camera is it going to use? Age estimation. Better choose me as old. Pairing camera. Come on now. Oh, Jeepers Creepers, man. Okay. Well, okay, here we go. Age confirmed. Wow. Okay. We did it. For birthday, go live. Can I flip this camera though? Nerds Road. Nope, can't flip the camera. Okay. I do assure you we are going live. I gotta do a few things really quick. Okay, that is still charging. Is this live? Live? I don't even know. This looks like it is. We're not notifying viewers that you're going live. Okay. Am I live already? Is this live? Keep going. We're letting more viewers know. Okay. If you're here, I will be back. Sorry this desk is such a mess. We're gonna go through the sketchbook. I gotta end up going out to my garage and grabbing a different stand, I think, for you guys, for you fine viewers. There's 6 people watching this? Oh, hot diggity dog, that's cool. Hi, 6 people. Yeah, it's going. No, it's not that one, it's the one out in the garage. We're taking a dab? There's nobody watching over there. Is there a chat feature on this? Chat viewing options. All messages are visible. If you're watching this, say something in the chat. must be people. Because it went down to 2. Cool. Yeah, it's on both sides. You gotta be careful. 47 people. What in the fuck? We're going through the sketchbook. If you're here right now and you can hear me, we're going through the sketchbook. I don't know if people can hear me. I assume they can, but sometimes when you assume... Oh, somebody just fucking... Sweet, you can hear me. Okay. I'm going through my sketchbook. Just give me a second to set my stuff up and take a real dab. I know I probably should have done this before going live. I didn't realize how bad my camera was on this. Am I hitting buttons? No. No?
I don't think I have buttons on that.
There are.
Just the volume.
Hi, Juliet. 13. I can't see the feed on this one. I guess I can flip it. Yeah, I can just flip it. Let's do that. Hi. Oh, man. I'm such a mess. I think... Yeah, okay. Oh, that was a noise. That is my lovely fiance. That is the Sketchonomicron. Okay, I gotta take a dab. And I'll be back. Tell people how your day was, Bella. Wasn't the dab we want, it was the dab we need. Somebody joined. Hello, Gigi. Oh, there's a few. I can barely see you guys because of the way my camera stand is set up. That's unfortunate. Oh, there's only one person over here. Okay. Yeah, we're live on TikTok here, and we're live on YouTube over here. I keep wanting to say Instagram, but it's not. Definitely cracking my 30. All right, so this is the Sketchonomicron. It's a sketchbook that I've had for about 6 years now, since around, I think I bought it in 2018, but I didn't start doing anything in it until 2019. It has seen some better days. It is held up with duct tape, hope, and dreams. I do need to repair some things, so we might actually do that. I'm probably only going to go through the Sketchonomicron, because I don't even know where some of my other sketchbooks are right now. I could go and find like the Magnolia book, but we will see. I'm not sure. All right, so the first page, as you can see, it needs to be redone some. I need to redo, oh man. I've lost a lot of names. Russell from the Gorillas. We've got Daffy Duck right here, or no, Donald Duck right here. Gino from Afro Samurai. Marvin. I didn't have anybody else in here. This was just this is the opening page. I was just having fun with it, seeing what I could do. This is what I drew over there. This is a self-portrait. It was slotted in the back, but it has deteriorated over time, to say the least. Yeah, we'll just put that right there for right now. So we got Russell. We got 2D. Yeah, these are just fun. These were fun to do. This was like the first foray into shading with alcohol markers and doing things like that. Seeing how I could really work the pen, so to speak. And then, yeah, we've got 2D as Chucky from Rugrats right there. Oh, she found a big sketchbook.
I don't know if this is the one you're talking about.
No, that's not, but I do want to show that piece eventually, so. And then this is Murdoch. I love the Gorillas. I think their music is fun. I think it's a good time. That's Murdoch again as Skeeter, I think is who his name is, from Pepper Ann. Pretty sure it's Pepper Ann. No, it's Doug. Skeeter from Doug. That's what it is. Swipe left to view real time. What? Real time? Am I getting comments? Or no? Real time. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that means. I hope you're here. If you're here, make sure you like and subscribe. There's nobody over here. Hi, YouTube. Nobody's over here. Somebody get on YouTube. Go over to YouTube. Watch on YouTube as well. That is Mitch McConnell as a zombie. And, you know, that's fun. There's a sticker I made. I've sold a few of those, but not much. This is an Afro Samurai piece. This is my first two-page piece. You guys can't see that yet. Here we go. Oh, she's bringing the other sketchbooks. Sweet. 2-page piece, Afro Samurai. This is a fun one to do. We've got... See, I've had to stitch together so many pieces with stickers. This is kind of just like an evil Superman, like an almost Injustice Superman-esque. I don't really like Superman that much. He's just kind of a, you know, flat character. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I don't hate Superman. I like Superman when I make him, you know, actually an interesting character. We got one person back on YouTube. If you can hear me on YouTube, say hello. I don't know if you guys can comment on TikTok, but if you can, you should. I can't see. How do you see comments? Do I swipe this way? I swipe this way. These are just people who have joined. Hi, everybody who has joined. Are you still here? Sent to TikTok universes to have you watch. I don't know who that is. I don't know what any of that means. Alright, here's another 2-pager. This is a Hellboy one. I love Mike Mignola. I love Hellboy. Hellboy is a good old time. She's actually looking through the Mike Mignola book right now. It's just a lot of fun. He likes to fuck with that negative space, you know? He really likes to do more work in the negative than he does even in the foreground and like in the color. I ended up blending a lot of oranges and stuff into his chest area right there. God, this is going to be so fun doing it from 2 different angles. I know you guys love it. These are things that I did in 2020 for sure. I love this single piece from the Watchmen comic books. It says, "I am tired of Earth, these people. I am tired of being caught in the tangle of their lives." I feel like we all feel like that sometimes, you know? We all feel like we're just tired of everybody's bullshit. Man, YouTube, what the hell are you doing to me? This is a Kira piece. I saw this online. I wanted to recreate it. I did not recreate it nearly as well as when I saw it online. So that is that. This is the Wolf Brigade, Jinro. I never really, I mean, I watched it. There's a lot of animes that I watch and I love the visuals of, but as far as understanding, I mean, I get it. I get what it means. It's a police state, you know, police state, all corrupting, whatever. But, like, was there more? Is there something else that I'm missing from that? Like, what else am I missing? I don't know. It's a beautiful show, though. It's just the aesthetics are really appealing. If I had a blacklight, oh, man. If I had one of my blacklight flashlights, I could be showing, because the eyes pop in UV light. This is another Jinro piece. I've done this piece like a dozen times. I've done him sponsored by Pepsi. I've done him sponsored by Taco Bell. If you go through my Instagram or anything like that, you can totally find those. Man, where is everybody? Yeah, okay. And this is Supreme Intelligence. I like Jack Kirby's art style, so I wanted to do a little bit of Jack Kirby inspired stuff. This one also pops in negative or in a UV. All of the outside kind of glows. His eyes glow and then the mouth glows. Hers, I don't know. Supreme Intelligence is kind of a gender neutral being. Huh? We only have the big lights that I think I put them away because they were in the one thing. That's fine. We can do that at a different live or something. This is a Batman Beyond one. Yeah, this only took me like a day. I think I did the penciling and then I did the inking. That's, you know, how you do art. But I love Batman Beyond. I'm disappointed that DC has so many great properties that they sleep on, and they've made, you know, the 5th Superman movie, reboot, whatever. This is MODOK, again. This is that kind of like Kirby-esque, that 50s, 60s style of art that I was just trying to emulate early comics, because it's easy to emulate stuff. It's easy to get your foot in doing that. If you want to do art, the easiest way to do art and like learn is to just copy other people's stuff. That's how I did it. That's literally how I've heard everybody who's really good at stuff did it. And yeah, that's the best way to do it. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is actually just completely put in. Oh no, it's on the back of another page. I posted this on a Todd McFarlane. He had like a whole, Todd goes on his rants. And he posted a thing, and I posted this in the comments, and he told me, good job, keep up the good work. Capital Todd, because that's he speaks and writes in capital letters only. But hearing that he enjoyed this piece is really nice, especially because this, again, it's not like I am the original arbiter of this piece. All I did was draw what I saw somebody else draw the best that I could. And it looks pretty good. I mean, I got the highlights nice. It looks pretty sharp. I was really understanding the fundamentals of line depth and that kind of stuff. That's why everything is clean. And yeah, dude, this was peak. This was the peak. And this is, okay. Ooh, whoa, hey, that was a little early. I accidentally flipped to the nudie ladies. This was about a year and 4 months before that. So that's the progress in a year and 4 months. This to this. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but like, again, these lines are so clean. Not some of these down here, but there's a reason for that. You want them to be a little bit more jagged and edged on those because you want them to look dangerous. But like, teeth are clean, tongue is clean, everything in there is clean, my highlights and everything like that. It looks like it's got depth of character and field. There's less texturing over there, so it looks like it's in the background versus the foreground has a lot of texture. This is good, but it's not just as well-rounded. Like, some of these teeth aren't as sharp as they should be. I definitely shouldn't have gone in with the color after doing the black inking as fast as I did. I think at this point I was at a reasonable, I do penciling, then I do inking, and then I wait like a day or two. So that way that ink is set in there. And then I go back in and I do my coloring. This was early on, so we didn't quite do that. I'm gonna do that just because we stripped her before, but these are nudie ladies. Ooh. Okay, yeah, nudie ladies with sticker clothes. You can peel the clothes off. This one you can do it too. This one you can do it too. I'm not gonna trying to avoid showing too much about it, but yeah, we got Boozette, I think is what it is, and then Raven from Teen Titans. And I know people are like, Raven's a teenager. This is clearly an adult Raven. This is based on a cosplayer, OMG cosplay. This one was not based on a cosplayer. This was just based on some Rule 34 art that I found, and yeah, it's got dry bones. I love me some dry bones. I would here, I'm gonna cover that up. Dry bones. If I had a UV light, you could see that too. That also glows in UV a little bit. All right, back to not, demonetizing kind of stuff. This is a Undead Nightmare drawing. Again, I've seen this before. I can never find the original artist, but this is what is like a DeviantArt Reddit thing that I've seen. This also glows in UV. It's a lot of fun. I really wish they had gone further with this game and done an Undead Nightmare and whatever. We're not going to get that, though. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. This is another one of those naked lady things. I'm not going to take her clothes off. Don't worry about that. But this is fun. It's an orc lady. Green bitches are fun. Green bitches are cool. If you don't think that you would bang somebody with a different color skin that is like that, you know what I mean? That'd be cool. Aliens or sci-fi fantasy chicks, down with the cause. And yeah, all that is a sticker. This is a sticker, and it goes all the way across. This is a full sticker. She's got everything. This is one that I never really liked, especially not when I did it. I just felt like it was very basic and very bland. Wasn't really eye-catchy, wasn't really anything too crazy, but everybody likes it. Everybody that has seen it has told me it's great, and that makes me happy. Sometimes you think you do a stinker, and it's not. This is one of my all-time favorite pieces. This is one of my favorite pieces to draw. This is one of my favorite pieces to look at. If I could make a poster of this and put it up in my house, I would do it, but it feels inappropriate to do that with. This is the lovely... I'm going to give you guys all a close-up of this just because it is so worth it. Don't worry, YouTube. There's nobody there anyways, but you got it too. That is Sandra Bullock with tentacles coming out of the bottom of her dress. This is a picture that was taken in the 90s, and then I recreated that picture. I think I did such a stellar job. I think Sandra Bullock from any time period, Sandra Bullock is such a knockout. But she was just gorgeous back in the day, especially. And this is just a fun picture. This was a fun picture to draw. This is not to besmirch Sandra at all. I do not think she has a tentacle monster underneath her dress at all. But I think this was fun, and I think she's cool. This is, yeah, the King of the North. Is that what he is? I don't even know. I don't know. The White Walker King. That show it dropped off quick. Nothing on these pages. Oh, wow. Actual 2 surfaces that are blank still in here. This is on the side of my restaurant. I ended up painting this on the side of my restaurant. Yeah, my dad let me do it. It's a good time. I love it. It says aloha. It's fun. A little bit of graffiti. I'm not good at graffiti. I've never done graffiti very well. This was my first hand at that. This is Izuku. He's wearing a Cells at Work shirt that says white. Does that say white blood cell? No, I don't think that's. I think that just says regular cell. And then he's wearing a Dragon Ball shirt. He's kind of going Super Saiyan in there a little bit too. I love drawing Izuku like this. I've done it a bunch of different ways. I actually drew him like One Punch Man with the Oppa shirt where he's got the boobs, you know. And I put that up in a Walmart parking lot. So priority mail stickers are fun. You can get into it too, where if you get the right color, I mean, you can hide it and you can barely tell that, you know. You can do that a lot of fucking with the foreground and the background and stuff with these. This was one of my first big challenge pieces. Let's see how much I can close this without messing everything up. This was really hard to do. Looking back on it, I definitely fucked it up quite a bit. It's not perfect. I did my highlights really well. I did a lot of things good. I'm not saying it's bad at all, but if I could do this again, and I might do this again eventually, I would do it a lot better. I feel like this all still needs to be white. It absorbed a lot of the color underneath, so it didn't actually become white. It's just pinkish. It's supposed to be a highlight, but it still looks really good. This was one of the ones that I was like first really proud of how it looked, proud of my shading, proud of how everybody's faces looked, and it didn't look like shit. And Spider-Man is a bitch to draw. And there's too many lines, there's just too much shit. He's never in just a standard pose, so just a lot of shit to do. Damn, YouTube, you are killing me. I don't know if anybody's even on TikTok either, though. Well, maybe two. I don't know. Hi, if you're on TikTok. Hi, Ike. My son is still awake because he's a shithead. So this is All Might flying through the air, casting his reflection on a building. This is from one of the movies. I think it's... Somebody told me in the comments of the video that I posted of it. I'm turning into my father. I don't remember movies titles anymore. It's all just the anime movies. And then this is the Jalapeno Pecker. This was based on a, like, whatever, a video that I saw where somebody was talking about a dude had put his unit in a lady's bunghole, and she had eaten jalapenos the night before, and there was a seed stuck in there, and it got stuck in his unit, and it caused his unit to swell up to the size of like a watermelon. So he had to go into the hospital, and I thought that was just a funny concept. Is you got a jalapeno pecker and some habaneros, so that's a fun time. This is a fun one. This is just a mountain with a mountain reflection, and you got geometry up here, and then just basic line shading down there. I've done this one in a bunch of different colors with a bunch of different like stuff around it. It's a really fun one that you can just like constantly replicate and do over and over and over again. This one is like a what if piece on if Barnacle Boy had never stopped being Barnacle Man. If you've seen the video for this one, you've probably already heard that whole spiel, but yeah, it was just fun messing around. You know, you can do whatever you want with art. So Barnacle Man, kicking everybody's freaking butt. Then we've got Optimus Prime. A hero is strong enough to be gentle. That's what Peter Weller, the voice actor for Optimus Prime, always talks about how his brother was a big inspiration for how he portrays Optimus Prime. And so that is one of the quotes he associates with his brother and like how Optimus Prime is. And that's what I think is so funny, because in the live action movies, Optimus Prime just kills everybody. He just, kills everybody that he sees. So that's always fun. This is a cool futuristic samurai with a robot hand on a flying saucer. So that's a good time. Dang, bro. We had like 47 people on YouTube at one point, and now there's nobody. This is Big Rock. If you know the Big Wood meme, this is the Big Rock version of that. This is... Everybody, in all the Fantastic Four movies, they make a joke about his wiener. And, that's a good time. So yeah, that's why I drew that, is because they make jokes about his wiener, and if you remember the Big Wood meme, that was all over the internet for a while. This is Big Rock as that. This is Vegeta. This is what it looks like positive, this is what it looks like inverted. If I were to use my camera shit to do it, that's what it would do. Yeah, there's nobody watching on either right now, it looks like. It's a fun time. These are, yeah, just One Punch Man and All Might doing a punch. This is the punch page. This is Izuku in motion during one of the tournaments. I wanted to draw something in motion, try and draw a full slap with like a full background and like all of that. I think I did a decent job. It's not terrible. You definitely get what it's from and where it is and what I'm doing, but I don't know. Definitely, I could do more with it, and I'm just one guy, you know. This is Vegeta in that same kind of like playing with the negative space as these, the Piccolo and the Goku right here. There's nobody on either one. I'm just talking to nobody at this point. Well, I think while we're doing the break, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, so. You wanna come outside with me for a second? We'll wait for people. Hey, what's up? We're gonna keep going through this. This is my sketchbook. I don't know if you're new here, if you're just joining. Oh, you're leaving. Okay. Maybe I should scoot this over closer too. There's somebody here. There's somebody here again. Hi. I'm going through my sketchbook. I don't know. It's hard to tell how much you can see. I can't see any of you guys' chats with how I have this stupid thing set up. My front camera is garbage too, and I do apologize for that. We're going through my sketchbook. If you want to stay and join and watch, or come back and watch, we'll be doing this for until we get through it. If you want to tell people about it, go ahead. It's gonna be a fun time. We're being, this is interesting. Look at this cool Ghost Rider that I did. I did a Ghost Rider. This is Ghost Rider. Oh, you left. All right, that's fine. I wonder what features. Are there features on this? Let's see. What does this do? Retouch. No, I don't want retouch. What are the other ones? What is that? 49 seconds short was updated to your channel as unlisted. Oh, I don't want that. That was dumb. Okay. Glad nobody's on there to see that, but somebody's over here to see that. This is a negative image. I did this with my daughter. She's the one who colored it in. I'm the one who drew the outline. She did a fantastic job. If you want to take a screenshot of that and run it through a negative image app, you can see what I mean. Or you can just go to an earlier post from this page and see what I mean. This is Arya. My daughter's name is Arya. Spelled different, but she's also a spunky little girl who would probably stab you if you looked at her wrong. So this is a good analogy for her. Oh geez Louise, man. Alright, there it is. You guys can both see it. I'm gonna go outside for a second because there's nobody here. Bring your friends, so when I come back, we're not so lonely. Oh, fucking hell. Did you make toast? Damn, dude, there was 47 people on YouTube for a minute. If all 47 of them just stayed, they'd be watching the most thrilling experience of their lives.
Is anybody on right now?
Nope, there's nobody on there. There's one person on there. Hi. Hello. I'm gonna go smoke. You can enjoy this nice picture that I made. We will be back in just a second. I had it down there. Where did I put that? It's underneath my head. It's underneath me. You can enjoy. I'll move to the next picture. We talked about this one already. This is another page I need to fill fully in. There's gargoyles. Totally just for TikTok. Because there's nobody on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you gotta hold your phone upside down. Oh, they left. Maybe. Alright, we're back. We're back. Ooh, bump the light. Alright, so this is a Gargoyles one. This is just, it's not good. It's fine. There's some of these that I'm going to definitely just say are fine. That's a blank sketchbook. This was fun, though. This was a lot of fun to do. This was 100% an original idea of mine. This is, because, Among Us is basically the thing. And so this is Among Us crossover with the thing. And then this is a tiny little version that I did. And you can stick this on anything you want, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save it to be able to draw it again. This is a fun Jason one. You don't see a lot of pink and murder art. And that's pink and some murder art. So that's fun. I don't know if anybody here watches Last Podcast on the Left or listens to Last Podcast on the Left or however you would enjoy that. This is an old one because it's Ben in there. That's Henry, Ben, and Marcus. They are also kind of just a thing monster amalgamation of mashed up shit. Yeah, it's a real dollar from, I think, Thailand or India. I don't know because I don't speak any of those languages. Or read them. Yeah, kind of fun. Bud Light Lime. Henry is a demon and a cyborg. Monster is a lot of, just different things. Somebody said this was Holden McNeely, and I laughed so hard when they said that. Again, you'd have to know any of what I'm talking about, like in the sphere of the last podcast universe, which I haven't listened to any of that since Ben has been gone. Not because I don't want to, it's just weird. It's different. I love Ben. I'm not going to get into any of the weeds of that. This is a really just disturbing and fun one. It was fun to draw. It's really disturbing because it's, you know, it's a hug. It's a very intimate. She's looking deep into his eyes, and he is just murdering her. I don't know why I drew so much murder. I don't draw any murder anymore. It's not as fun. This is Ash from Ash and the Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead. It's a good time. Ash versus the Evil Dead and Army of Darkness and all of that, you know. Evil Dead is good times. This is something Kyvan drew a long time ago, and this is Gunlod, which is a character based on old Nordic mythology, kind of a kid's book idea that I have, so that's a fun time. This is, Arya drew this when she was 2, and it's a good time. I love her so much. This was a redo. If you've seen the video on it, you know about that. It's a redo of a Batman one that I did in college. This was from 2019. I did the original in 2013. This one obviously looks a lot better and is a lot more fun. These are my sons. This is Caden. This is Kyvan. I drew them when they were 4 and 3, respectively. My ex, their mother, she never really liked these. She said that they both looked like they were crackheads, and you know, that's sad because I don't think they look like crackheads. I think they look like little cartoon boys. Do you see these ones?
No,
She said Kyvan. Oh, you're watching? Oh, you're one of the ones watching. Hey, there we go.
I just got on there just so I can like it.
This is the Spider-Man. So I got Batman and Spider-Man on their corresponding pages because those boys like those ones. This is one Caden drew 2020, so he would have been just turning 6? Yeah, he would have just been turning 6. This is from Zemek, one of the greatest artists in Spokane. He's such a legend. I love Zem so much. He's a crazy bird, but he's a fun guy. This is from Cells at Work. It's a weird fucking show, but it is fun. We got Pokemon. We got the coolest Pokemon ever. And then we've got Neon Genesis. Another weird anime. Weird animes are kind of the trope in here. There's a lot of weird animes out there. I like weird animes. I'm sure you like weird animes if you like animes, because most animes are kind of weird. This is from another weird anime. The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, or whatever version you've seen. This is Nindo! Hey, what's up, Nindo? And then we've got an Attack on Titan one. Attack on Titan is like a cigarette every half episode kind of a show, because it is intense. This is when I felt really good about myself, because I got 350 followers on Instagram. So this is the Loch Ness Monster. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm mostly going to show TikTok, because there's actually people watching on TikTok. Pretty sure one of them is still my lovely fiance. But there's another one of you in there, and I appreciate you for watching. So this is the Loch Ness Monster, reaching for that 350, because, you know, Loch Ness Monsters do be going for 350. Yeah, I felt really cool having 350 followers. This is a piece that I've done recently. I did it to ask Reddit where to find the original piece. Somebody said they did acid and they put a puzzle together, and the end result looked something like this. And I thought it was just such a beautiful piece. So yeah, there's that. And then this is a Punisher one that I did. I actually have this in my garage on one of my garage doors. It's a really simple one to do, and it was just a lot of fun to do. So yeah, that one's a good one. It's blocking out an old piece that I did from a ripped up page too. This is a self-portrait, one of the first self-portraits that I did. It is weird, and it looks like shit. This is the original version of that Batman one. Let me see if I can go all the way back and get that Batman one. It's gonna be right here. So this is the original version of that Batman one that I did in 2013 in college. This is the new version there, so you can see that difference. Jeez, this camera is not at a good angle. I think that's part of it. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even see Jojo
It's weird. Probably because they told you to. This is Godzilla. This is a Mike Mignola Godzilla drawing. I actually have a picture of my daughter doing this exact position, and I always say that Arya is every monster you've ever seen. This is Mechagodzilla. I like Mechagodzilla. I like mechs. I like kaiju. So, you know, that's kind of a beautiful mix right there. This is a fun one. I did this inspired heavily by my baby mama, by my kid's mother. It says Temptation. It shows a little girl taking a flower from a hideous demon monster thing. I don't remember. I follow the artist on Instagram. I should definitely try and look him up because I asked permission to use this monster in this piece. He gave me permission, and I fucked up the word temptation. Somebody pointed that out, so I had to fix that at one point. A lot of people ask me if this is my daughter. It is not. This is my baby mama. She was tempted by a demon at a young age because she is kind of crazy. Nobody's watching her. This is a tattoo that I drew, and then this is the actual tattoo that the guy we collabed on it, and he did this on my chest. It's on my chest. I don't know. Oh, if I lean hard enough in there, you can see it. You can see it. Yep. There we go. This is from Fire Force, the show where they have an excuse to burn off everybody. It's fan service. They just burn off nuns' clothes all the time. So there's a lot of like just gratuitous, body in there. This is Frank from Donnie Darko. This was a mess up page because I didn't put anything behind this one when I drew, so it got fucked up, and I just needed to draw something there to get that page out of the way. There's more nudity. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nobody's watching. She's got her titty and her ass is out. This is from Fire Force too. You can do that with her as well. I'm pretty sure this is based on a porn star named what's her name? Anna Peak, I think is what her name is, or something like that. This is a skeleton, or a heart spider heart. This is a really bad one of those naked lady ones. This is actually based on another adult star, but I did a terrible job on her face, and I feel really bad about that. This is Lady Deadpool, sitting on Deadpool's head. Samus, and then that's Wendy's Samus, so never fresh, never frozen. I did one of these during COVID where she was wearing a mask. That is one from, I don't know if anybody ever played the Big John game, where you flush shit down a toilet. That is from the Big John game, where you flush shit down a toilet. That was the whole point of the board game, was to flush poop down a toilet. This is my son Caden's drawing of SpongeBob and Patrick. He did a really good job. I can't remember when that was from, but it probably was from 2019 or 2020. It was definitely early on in the sketchbook. This is Lady Death as Lady Liberty. This is one of the biggest fold-out pages that I have. It takes my entire sketchbook. I figured a centerfold. You know, this is like right in the center of the book. Nice centerfold kind of a page. This is when I really wanted to hone in on the Evil Moon, which I have in a few other of my pieces. And then I've got skulls and stuff in the bottom. I love this piece. This is a really good piece. I'll post a video about this piece soon. Shazam. That I have tattooed, actually. Tattooed down on myself right there. Nobody's watching. And then I'm going to skip past passing ships because this isn't relevant to anybody's lives. There we go. So this is Pineapple Octopus. It is a pineapple octopus, as you can clearly see. He is not affiliated with Jazz Shark, just so you know. This is a different thing altogether. That is not a Jazz Shark related pineapple octopus. This is when I got to 400 followers on Instagram. Again, felt like a hotshot. So, drew a crossover between manga and comics. This is just a fun one. This was fun to do. This is the boys dancing, you know, Jungle Book. And the music is flowing between them. It's all just colors. Just fun time. That is an Aria one from 2021, so she would have been 3. And then this is Curly Neal from the Globetrotters. Did that after he passed away. That is unfortunate. Love the Globetrotters. Love the Scooby-Doo episodes with Globetrotters. This is one of me and my children's mother. She is, you know, deceiving, so that fits. There's some fun things on the back of here, just to hold the pages together. We've got the Nerds, the Nerd, and then that's one of those fry things from McDonald's from back in the day. I don't know if anybody knows that. This is Adventure Time Zelda. Oh man, that is really not on there anymore. So, yeah. Which, Adventure Time, if it was like Zelda, it would just be called Bubblegum, you know? It's Princess Bubblegum. That was on the back of this one. Jake the Dog and Baby Bender flipping bacon pancakes. You can have fun when you do art. They're both voiced by the same guy. That's why I did that. He's drinking baby slurm, baby beer. Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. If I had a red lens and a blue lens, I'd show you that you can do the thing with this. You know, the thing where you have the red lens and the blue lens. You do that thing. That's what you can do with this one. It's the red lens and the blue lens thing. You can do the red lens and then a blue lens. And they're different images. It's Pickle Rick. Nobody. Alright. This is a graffiti that I did of my daughter Aria. I had my daughter and we were together alone for quite a few years, so you could say that I grew to just obsess over her for a while. These are drawings from a friend's kid in 2021. This is a Ditto graffiti that I did. Ditto. Ditto is a fun character. This is another one of those Naked Lady ones, based on Jessica Nigiri, and she's the Mandalorian. I switched out her Mando helmet for Space Ghost, the engineer helmet, or whatever it is. And then this is my old title used to be Very Good Boards. That's what you see in all these tags. So this is VGB, and there's a little pineapple up there, because pineapples are the shit. This is a Guns and Bullets cover. I tried to cut it up a bunch to make it actually look torn and worn. And then this is just a Fallout piece that I wanted to do because it's fun. Fallout. These glow in UV light too. Got Guns and Bullets Plasma Edition. And then that's that same logo that you saw here, just translated to there. And I wanted to put this up at one of our restaurants. It's a fun piece. It's, you know, Pokemon and Lilo and Stitch and a bunch of stuff going on. It's a big old fun piece, but we never did that. So and that's our logo. That's one of our tiki guys. Oh, this one's upside down. Flip the whole book. So we've got clowns spray painting a wall. It says "Keep Clowning" right there. And then you'll notice this guy, he doesn't actually have a spray paint can. He's got a spray paint remover can. That's what that is. So, yep. So his eyes glow, that glows, and then that glows in UV light too. This is a fun one, just because, you know, some of these are not cartoons, so I had to really push myself to draw stuff that was different from my usual biz. Like, that was easy, but these were not cartoons. I had to translate images to, you know, a cartoon, and that's not always easy. These were fun to do. I remember to flip it back over, and we're going this way. This is when the GameStop stock prices were going crazy. That is GameStop stocks. It's the stockades. Everybody pointed out these are also called the pillories. I've never heard them called the pillories until people pointed that out, and that's fucking annoying, because this is funny. This is a really highbrow comedy, bro. GameStop, it's got a bowl. I know, I'm over-explaining my pieces. That's stupid. Nobody's watching, so I'm not going to over-explain this piece. It's a bootlicker. It's bootlicker. There you go. This is me at work. I'm like SpongeBob. I'm ready for work. And then this is me off work. I'm ready for bed. Ready to go home. I don't want to be there. This is an old friend of mine as Patrick Star, because he was very much a Patrick Star type character. And this is one of my good friends, Errol, and he is Squidward, because he's a very Squidward type kind of a guy. This is Robin Hood and Little John from that great Disney cartoon. So, Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say. Good old shit, you know? This is where we get into the negatives. This is actually the most recent piece that I did. I did this last week. It's Invincible and Conquest punching each other. There you go. These are all negative inverted pieces. I cannot get these cameras to do that right now, so you guys just have to use your imagination. All the colors are opposite, so the background is white, the blue is red, that is a dark red, and these are all dark highlights, or dark whatever tones. The boys helped me with this. This was Caden, and this was Kyvan. It is Patrick and SpongeBob, but again, if you flip the colors, that is what they are. It's the inverted pieces. This is an inverted Vegeta that I did. I actually have this on my fence too. It does not look nearly as clean as this, but that's because I suck with a rattle can. So, there you go. This is Admiral Thrawn in negative as well. These are all negative. This is Dave Grohl in negative, not cheating on his wife. This is MF Doom. This is another negative piece, so that eyeball in there looks like a real eyeball. The gem is red. Everything is completely different when you see it in negative. These are All Might's eyes right before he punches somebody to death. You would die if you got punched by All Might, pretty sure. This is a fire tornado. Again, in negative. Nothing on those pages. This is a Red Dead, like, a poster that my brother saw when he was in France or somewhere over in Europe. And this one's really fun and negative because, like, again, all of the things change. But, like, yeah, I love this piece. This is one of my favorite pieces. I really do want to get an actual poster of it. But I want the negative. I don't want the actual poster. I want the negative version of the poster just because this looks cool and negative. And then when you have a phone or when you, like, do the negative image with your eyes, boom, it's fucking cool. Cool shit, man. Cool shit. Alright, so we've got Jaws, and we've got Jazz Shark. Jazz Shark is, again, one of the most recently updated pieces. Jaws is another negative one, and it's a really good negative one. This is another one that I would like to get a poster made of, just because it'd be fun to have that hanging in the house. People would be like, oh, what is that? And I'd pull out my phone and be like, watch this. And they'd be like, whoa. That's usually how it goes when you show somebody a negative image. This is $1 I did of MF Doom, a gazillion. Yeah, I like drawing on money sometimes. I think I need to find the rest of the dollars that I've drawn on, but it's got a backside too. I had to cut out this whole page. You got King Ghidorah, the finest bull, the gazillionaire, Daniel Dumoulin, Victor Vaughn, United States of Doom. Good times, bro. Love MF Doom. These are animation, like, individual cell pieces. I drew all these, and then if you sync them and line them up, they will run. It's on TikTok. If you go through all my old TikToks, you will find it. I promise you. Hi. No, nobody's on YouTube anymore. There was somebody for a second. There was a person. You can see I've had to rip out pages. I think that actually might be where this page is from. Does that line up? No, not quite. No. We got Tetsuo. So it's Ed, and Eddie. We got Fred, and Freddy. Somebody fucking told me. They were like, oh, did you ever watch that cartoon? What was it? Fred, and Freddy? I was like, you mean Ed, and Eddie, you fucking ass? So, we got Fred Flintstone, Fred Jones, Freddy Krueger, Fred, and Freddy. There you go. This is Tetsuo. It is Ed as Tetsuo from Akira. And just even, I mean, who would he blow up inside of his stomach? That's a fucked up thought to think about. Probably the blue-haired Kinker sister. This is Fentanyl Freddy, another Fred to throw in the Freddy fire. This is something one of my buddy Errol, Squidward back there, he thought up. So I wanted to create a, like, felt puppet version of Fentanyl Freddy, and this is that felt puppet version of Fentanyl Freddy. And this is, I think, the last piece in the sketchbook right now. Yeah. We gotta do more. We'll be doing more. But this is Baby Yoda as one of those thug, like, things that you see. One of those thug drawings. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, like the badass SpongeBob's and shit. Yeah, this is Baby Yoda, drawn as one of those. And that is the end of the Sketchronomicon. I would go into more, but it is 9 o'clock, and we've been doing this for 54 minutes. I do have more sketchbooks to go through, but... Here, I'm making a big one. I'll show you one more piece that relates to a lot of these ones, because I did this for an art challenge. This is the bigger Sketchronomicon, but it's not quite a Sketchronomicon. There's still one person at least. It looks like maybe 2 people are watching over there. I don't know. Yeah. So this is Spawn versus Batman, but it's the Bat Who Laughs, and he is turning Spawn into, like, a Violator piece. This piece was a competition piece with another artist. The other artist won. I have that video posted. This piece survived my ex. She ripped it up. You can kind of tell if you look closely that it is tattered. Thankfully, I hadn't actually inserted it into anything yet. It was still sticky. So when she ripped it up, it still had all of the sticky... It'd be like doing this, you know? I can still put those together with the fact they're sticky on the back. They're like stickers. So that was the only saving grace for this piece not dying. As you can see, she ripped out a bunch of blank paper, which is, you know, why would you do that? But I have a whole nother sketchbook to go through. If you want me to do that, we can do that next Friday. I will gladly do that next Friday. You can see the barrel piece that I did. This is for the barrels that I've made. I am making more barrels. If you want to see those barrels, you can look at the YouTube. You can look on here on TikTok, wherever you want to look at. We're making more barrels soon. I will be doing more drawings soon. I have a lot of fun ones coming up. If you like Cardi B, or if you like industrial hose equipment, you're going to love what's coming up. Yeah, we got more stuff coming. I will do another live next week. Maybe even just doing a drawing. If you guys want to see that, like, subscribe, let me know. But I think we're going to sign off here, and we hope you all have a wonderful day. I just got to figure out how to stop it. I think I hit X here.